This is now my third time attempting to do this stream. If it doesn't work after this, I'll probably just upload something. Um, I was going to speak about my discontent with how, the lack of progress we've had here. But I thought to myself, this is going to get redundant. And it kind of already is. I go on here, I talk about what I'd like to do. Nothing comes out of it. We just kind of sit there week after week, asking ourselves what's going to occur. And I think it's really sad to know that most of the political works I want to do, I'm very convinced no one else is ever going to attempt to do. Now, that doesn't mean I'm some kind of, last hope or last cause or anything, but it's telling that I can feel within myself, because some of these political figures are obscure by contemporary standards. No one's going to give their story a crack. Um, and it's disturbing for the fact that I think they're significant, but also because I know, I've seen a lack of attention to most politicians that are relevant or that did something of importance. And it's really sad because when I have that sense of duty, it's conflicted by a sense of wanting to finish what I started. So when I was doing this other project, it's like, oh, I'll be done with this in maybe 4 or 5 more weeks. And then it kept going and getting dragged back. And I had to keep saying to myself, I don't want to, be stuck on this, past this month, even though now it's starting to look that way with the other thing. But um, it's caused me to really be saddened, uh, in knowing that it's this circle jerk of various works that I can't seem to um, give enough attention to, even if I recognize their importance internally. So I'm going to give this one more shot, and then I'll just throw my hands up in the air and say, forget it. I am going to try to come up with an idea or write something that is maybe a minute or two, and then draw out, whatever figure I am thinking about or like or want in this clip, and then try to produce that. Um, Maybe something relating to Eisenhower because I drew him earlier on the computer. I liked it. I thought it was adequate enough of his appearance, to put it lightly. So, I hate the fact that this is what we've been reduced to, especially since I wanted to start with past figures and then go to contemporary ones, that I liked, and because there are a lot fewer of those that I, think are both relevant and also, I have a personal favorability of. And I don't want to make it some, propaganda film, but I do want it to be if I'm going to invest time in a project, I want it to be about someone that I can actually feel was worth that investment, or some story that I think was worth the investment. So yeah, it's a circle jerk of works, if I could call it anything other than this, because I go and say I want to do this one project, and this other thing comes over me, and then this other thing starts, eating away at me, like, oh man, I need to get back this, I need to get back this, I need to get back this. And people will tell you, you have so much time, you have so much time, but look how quickly a week goes by. 7 days, just boom. I'm recording this and thinking, oh man, that was really 7 days ago. Like, wow, we really, it'll be Thursday. Wow, I'm really about to get to two days more of still nothing. It is this constant cycle of just being pushed back and forth, and not seeing any growth in what you're trying to do here. But that TR movie, I've written a basic premise of what I want it to be. So maybe I'll just try to do a flashback scene or something, which is what half the movie was supposed to be. But yeah, I really hope that I can escape this cycle, and that if I am able to look back at these, I can be content with the fact that I saw a problem, in how this was being done or handled, and I actually tried to make it move, or otherwise attempted something, um, different from what I usually do, which is unoriginal work. I want these original works to be indicative of history. It's supposed to be a blend of what I like to do, which is make some project, and then also the other hobby I have, which is to learn about things that have happened and things that are still happening. And I think the people who I wanted to do these things about are often overlooked. Um, so it's a really conflicting cycle. I just want to do so much stuff and just have so little time. Sometimes I think of just writing a bunch of scripts in one day and just like trying to do like a little piece of each, and it still feels uh, not impossible, but beyond me. Like it's this thing that I can't reconcile with myself. Um, so it's frustrating. But yeah, I'll hopefully be able to do something by next week. Um, it was really weird because if I do 2 pages on a script, I can actually, if I'm able to be around the technology long enough, do an entire or just do that whole thing from start to finish. Um, but yeah, when that writer's block kicks in, along with difficulty in trying to replicate a historical figure's look, it's way tougher. So, thank you.